How's it going, everybody? My name is Kuzo Games. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Slay the Princess. If you're over there, you're down for that, remember to like, comment, subscribe even. It don't cost you nothing. Just show the channel some love. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Despite what all I said, I don't think I've actually slayed the princess any yet. So let's see if we can't, you know, slay the princess a little bit. Ha! From what I understand of this game, right? This is all about interacting with the princess, helping her, I guess, grow or develop in some way, picking up new perspectives as we go, and returning them back to the mound or whatever, the girl that you meet like at the end of the run, so she can, I don't know, absorb their perspectives, their hearts, whatever. So this game was built with a lot of replayability in mind, though I don't know if there really is an ending per se, or what an ending would look like, because, you know, in theory, I hit 2 endings, but we're going to play the game a little bit differently each time to see just what kind of endings we can find in this game. See just how the princess can change, as well as the various voices in my head.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Huh, where are the other voices? Oh, wait, didn't she say something about making me forget? I think she did. She did promise that I would, like, forget at the end of my run, didn't she? How do I grab the mouse wheel, man?
While I appreciate the nevertheless, and before you decide to waste even causality, it's no use unless...
Okay. How do I can just use the up and down arrows, right? Okay. Okay.
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince.
Did I mess up?
Ignore him.
I must have messed up. Hold on, because I remember having more voices in this. Let me... I should be fine. Like, I just double checked, and this should be the right save. I thought I had more voices than this.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
So I'm just gonna stab her. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. No BS. No words. We're just gonna stab her.
Her voice carried.
Who's there?
Who's there
She
indeed?
Sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Like, I'm pretty sure...
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so cold.
Why do I only have the voice of the hero
Focus
now?
on the
I'm
task
so confused.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah, I'm going for the kill. Come here.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tight.
Nah, see, I'm finna shank you. Nah, you're dead.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
She's still trying to talk to me.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason.
Oh, that's a
right?
bluff.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use
Nah,
it.
she's trying to unsettle us. That's a bluff. Nah, you're cooked.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah, she's bluffing. I'm calling her bluff.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Hesitate, it'll be too late. End it. I'm on it.
You lunge forward.
Oh my god, look at her.
Hesitation.
This is the only time I've ever seen her, like, actually, like, spooked. I called her bluff.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Well, we did it. It was really that easy. What was I scared of? What was I scared of? I just bodied her. It was that easy. It was just that easy.
Oh,
Oh!
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're dying. I stabbed you.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
You know, what are you wondering?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
I mean, look at her. She seems pretty confident. She
Yes.
seems pretty confident.
Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh my god, even as the light is fading from her eyes, look at her. She's so stubborn, so defiant.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Well, we did it. Can I go home now?
But is it over? Really over?
Well, I'm a hero! Yeah, man, she's dead. Look at her.
Yes.
She's dead.
Exactly. It's over.
I listened to the narrator. The narrator said, go slay the princess. I did it. I stabbed her.
With your work done, you make your way back up the
Well,
stairs.
good game.
closing the door
GG.
to the basement behind you.
Kuzo Games won. Princess, I guess, also won. She did kill me once.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Well, I mean, we did just stab somebody chained up in a basement. It's not really a
You did
good
kill
thing.
Someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I mean, I don't know if it ever will, because, like, if that's it, then
But
that's
that
just
day
it.
isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Well, I did it, guys. I stabbed her. There's no mirror.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved
I did
from
it.
certain
I
doom.
saved the world.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest
The
stood
narrator
mere
tricked
minutes
me.
ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast
I knew I
emptiness
shouldn't
of
have listened
some
to him.
place far away.
He tricked me. I didn't save the world, I just destroyed it.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is
I
good.
feel like I got baited.
Everyone is happy.
I feel like I got
You'll
lied
be
to.
happy.
Yeah, what do you mean, bro? Stuck in a cabin? I'm the new prisoner. Yeah, it was kind of...
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your
What did-
reward.
Okay, so since I stopped her from ending the world will go on forever, thus eternity. Well, I guess I can... So my fate is now to be stuck in this cabin forever. You know, I guess maybe I should have seen that coming, because anytime I tried to leave the cabin beforehand, I got locked down there anyway. So it's like the moment I set foot in this cabin, I was like doomed to never be able to leave it. That's actually
This is
kind of
what's
crazy.
best for everyone. Trust me.
No, I don't trust you anymore. Well, I guess I'm
Time
here now.
passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
What are you suggesting? Are you telling me I should off myself?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
What exactly are you... Are you trying to tell me I should... Don't... Alright, look.
I can hear
Trigger warning.
everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
You want me to stab me to get out of this? You understand that is death?
He's right. It's the only way out.
Okay, so I either sit here and do nothing forever, or I die.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
I mean, personally, I don't see what's so wonderful about it. I mean, it's a cabin, right?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Okay, but you're making it sound like there's something else.
Don't you dare.
The narrator said, don't you do it, so help me God.
How astute.
Yeah,
You are
like,
absolutely correct.
using the blade to kill yourself would kill you.
Kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, like, bro, what do you mean there's more for us to do?
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
I mean, he kind of got a point. I can't sit here and do nothing
there,
forever.
But trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Oh, chat, what YouTube comment section, what would you do in this situation? Actually, maybe don't tell me.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I don't know if I would consider this happy. I got nothing to do forever. You better be right.
Die. You can yell at me all you want.
I already will, bro. I promise you I will.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
Eternity of bliss? This is
ingrate.
This is an eternity of boredom. Like, what am I supposed to do? Go, like, stand on the table? He like, the narrator actually wants me to sit here and do nothing forever. He's like, isn't this peace? I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's peace and quiet, but it's also boring. Alright. Wait, why do I have to go down the stairs for this?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh, wait, right. That's right. I left the knife in her chest. I kind of have to go get the knife.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Does it? Okay, no, the chain is still there. I was like, does it look like she got loose?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
The narrator's so, like, done. He's like, you pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you're dead. GG's. I GG'd myself.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Hey, we got our world back! The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Interesting.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of only a princess
I'm confused.
shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Because I feel like I messed up either loading this save file or, like, saving where I did the last time around. Because I feel like I thought I was going to keep, like, collecting voices or whatever, and that would be, like, the bit, but I only have the 2.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Like, what happened to the skeptic and stuff?
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her.
Voice of the cold.
We'll just do it again.
Oh my god.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in
The narrator said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I do like the way that guy thinks. That's so messed up. Alright, well, yeah, let's take the apathy route.
Different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
True.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away.
Voice of the cold.
So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not,
I care about you. Care enough to lock me in a box forever.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Fair enough.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back
Sounds
where they
pretty
started.
consequence-free to me.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported
That's a
to
good
a different
point.
world entirely?
That's a good point. I would imagine this has to be a different world, right? Because if time rewound itself, the princess and stuff wouldn't be different, you know? Like, the world changed in the last episode.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again.
But I'm a serial
But
killer.
after
What the?
that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here.
I've become
who
a
can slay.
I've become a maniac. I'm over here threatening to slay the
Just
narrator.
stay focused, will you?
All right. Let's talk about this princess. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's talk
Just
about
be
this.
quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone. Who locked her in the basement? What is this? But yeah, no, let's talk
That's a
about
good
this.
point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round.
Yeah, like I slew her and then everything was done. Like it was over at that point.
Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again.
The voice of the cold is
wholly
killing me.
aware of
Bro's
what's
just like,
waiting for
yep.
us at the end.
Oop.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to still be alive when somebody kills you.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here.
Fair enough.
And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense.
You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
I promise. Well,
It's
that's
messed
exactly
up
what
because
we're
I feel
afraid
like
of.
he means it. I feel like he
Really?
means it.
Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you. Oh well, there's no use arguing over your
He called me a
masochism.
masochist.
The cabin awaits.
I mean, fair, I guess, right? I
You
stabbed
just
her.
can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying.
She
is
just
true.
can't. That's how it is in narrative sometimes. Yeah, she just can't, alright? Like, that's just something she can do.
People locked her in that basement,
People?
and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
The narrator's not here for it. Yeah, no. Why didn't they do it?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I'm special.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
Alright, I'm
It's
some
just
sort
the
of
way
like
things
Dark
are.
Knight.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course we're special.
The voice of the cold. Alright, what aren't you telling me?
I've told
Is there
you
anything
everything
else?
you need to know. Going into more detail would just... This is boring.
Maybe he'll stop bothering us. Alright.
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, well, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her
Yeah,
power to...
alright, we got that already.
She won't be a problem.
He's so confident. My man is so confident. He's like, yeah.
The interior of the cabin is cold. a
Okay, the
soft
mayor's here
odour
this
of
time.
Dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade
Should I
is
just
your
try to go for the
implement.
kill again?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Like, I don't know what's down there waiting for me, but should I just go for it again? I think I have to. I'm sorry I keep looking away. I posted what is probably the most controversial video of my channel the other day, and I'm still getting comments on it. The blade is your implement. Okay. I do still kind of want to interact with the mirror.
Been here for a long, long time.
And then I'll take the knife and go downstairs.
Like I've been saying, she's dead.
We
killed her already. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't see the mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror.
I wonder
once
why
we
he
wipe
can't
off
see
that
the
layer
mirror.
of grime.
It's got to be because I'm special, right? He said it himself. Yeah, let's wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
The voice of the cold is
Clearly
just
it's
so
not
like,
even important
yeah,
enough to
whatever.
be acknowledged.
I guess it's because I did just kind of like bumble through, stab her, and then walk off. Alright, well, let's go grab our knife.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright. I'm gonna pretend like the cabin's not different, you know. I got my trusty knife.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here.
Naturally. He's so sure. He's
As
like,
much
yeah,
as I
she's dead.
appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down
Why
and
is...
see.
I guess the voice of the hero is supposed to be my character. Or not really, because I'm a separate, like, entity.
As you descend the final
Jesus
step,
Christ.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yeah, bro, I already killed her. Look at her. She's dead.
She's definitely dead.
I didn't even have to do it this time. Look at the window all boarded up.
I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
It's just like I told you. Oh, shoot. It's the lumpy space ghost. Oh, she's a friendly ghost. Look at her. She's smiling.
Two set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeleton.
She's a friendly ghost. Look at her. So no head? Well, all head. You're not gonna, like, jump scare me, are you?
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the
Yeah,
head.
I'm sorry I stabbed
Wait,
you in the cleavage.
This isn't right. What's going on here?
The narrator's like, what the heck? She's already dead. I'm like, bro, I already killed her. What do you... Her ghost.
Ghost!
Ganesh.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed
I don't like
to
that
do
look
to
on her
us?
face. She looked much friendlier a second ago. She's about to jump scare me.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you
Some-
again.
Uh-oh.
I have some issues with how our last
Uh-oh.
meeting went.
Yeah, like, I can't fight a ghost. She's about to body me. I can't fight her. She's got ghost powers. What, I got a knife. I can't fight a ghost. Oh, she's scared. Oh, yeah, GG's.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Hey, you're not upset about that whole killing you thing, right? Would it help if I said sorry?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy
Would it-
fingertips send shivers dancing.
Would it
through
help if
skin.
I said sorry? I'm sorry I killed you. It was pretty messed up.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Okay, but like, I don't... Okay, she can touch us, but that doesn't mean we can touch her, you know? The voice of the cold is just egging me on. Okay, no, she wants to talk, right? If she was truly like hostile, she was like truly mad, she would have just like wrung my silly little neck, you know? She would have just... And she's a ghost, right? Like, I can't imagine that I would just get away with stabbing her again, right? Like, that's stupid. I want to
I
wait.
see you brought that annoying knife again.
Alright, I should have stabbed her. I should have stabbed her. She's clearly not happy.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I can hear, like, the whisper in the voice behind the voice. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, well that's... That feels kind of... Alright. Like, what is she even supposed to say to that? And the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up is wild. I would... These dialogue options are so crazy. If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. It was like, if I thought you wouldn't die when I killed you, I wouldn't have killed you. Like, I died too, and I'm not floating. What happened? Why are you different? I wouldn't want to ask that one about hurting me, bro. I want to say I teleported. I wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I'd be telling her a lot right now. Okay, well, I shouldn't tell her she was going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? I love that slay the princess is still an option. It's like, bro, she's a ghost. Okay, you know what? I should apologize. First and foremost. I should apologize, right? I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still...
Yeah,
make
you know,
things
it's
right.
like, I did, like, how do you apologize for stabbing somebody in the chest?
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
I mean, I get that, but I do still... like, how do you look someone in that you just, like, stabbed in the eyes and still be like, yeah, I don't really feel
We don't
bad
have
about
to
it.
do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we
I
have
mean,
enough
killing her
evidence?
didn't really solve anything last time. At least for us, so...
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right.
right.
She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
I love how indifferent the narrator is. He's just like, we didn't do anything wrong. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Yeah, why did you come back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Listening to the whisper in her voice is like the freakiest part to me.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Not the one you put in my chest. Fair
A
enough.
nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
I'm sorry I stabbed you. Alright, like, what else do you want me to say? Yeah, where are you supposed to be, dog? You know?
Home.
Oh, well, that makes me feel bad. That makes me feel bad.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I'm sorry I stabbed you, alright? Like, I already apologized.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
She's here because she has unfinished business. There's a hole in her heart and not the one I put there.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the...
She's a
end of
ghost!
the
What is a ghost
entire
gonna do to end the world, bro? Like, she can probably give me, like, a nightmare and my brain will explode, but she can't do that to everybody everywhere forever. Do you need me to bury those bones? Okay, let's explore a couple more dialogue options, right? What do you want from me?
A way back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone.
Interesting. Are you suggesting possessing
I
me?
tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Listening to the whisper is freaking me out so bad.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
You got a point.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
Alright, he also got a point.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
The voice of the cold is freaking me out, bro.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Alright, she wants to take the soul cap.
After all, you own me.
That scared the life out of me, dog. That sound? Bro, I was not ready for it. My heart. Don't jump scare me, dog. Don't jump scare me right now. Please, I'm gonna scream and I don't want to scream. Oh.
Absolutely not.
The narrator said hell no. Alright, but I do kind of owe her one. I did stab her, right? And if I can stop her from becoming a vengeful ghost by letting her catch a ride, then, like, you know what? I think that's fair, right? Like, I did walk down here and just... I think that's fair. Personally, I think that's fair. You want to catch a ride?
She can
Sure.
possess us.
Oh, this is a temporary possessal, right?
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Okay, maybe we can just offer to bury her bones. I saw that was an option.
Would she be able to see us?
The
if
voices.
we went along with it?
The voices!
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to
The
face
voice of the
with
cold
me.
is into it. He's like, actually,
I wonder
that
what
sounds
she would have
entertaining.
to say to the one who wants her dead so bad.
I actually kind of want to try that now that he's, like, mentioned it.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Okay, well, you say that. And you don't know what I want. Okay, hold on. What does return mean? Does that just mean go back to, like... I'm making a save. Because I don't know if return means go back to my last couple options, or if it just means, like, leave. Like, go back upstairs. Alright, I'll tell her about the...
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Fair enough. You know what? That's fair. That is fair. She's just like, wow, that's pretty messed
That's
up.
rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we
All
do
right, the
from
voice
this
of the
point
cold doesn't
forward
want me
is
to get
all that
emotional.
matters. Let's try not to let emotion.
I'm kind of into the idea of just letting her hop in. Well, were you gonna end the world? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, were you?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Why are you being evasive? I'm trying to offer you, like, a soul taxi, and you're over here being, like, shifty and stuff. Now, what are you gonna do if I help you get out of
I
here?
don't know.
I don't know,
Maybe
it's
I'll
starting to
just
get real
fade
old.
away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
You know what? I can have a haunting on my conscience. That seems fine.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
Well, you're already
It's a
kind of
tough
haunting me.
question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
Well, afterlife.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
This is freaking me out.
Especially when that someone is dead.
It didn't get me this time.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
Why
I
are
don't
you such a
think most
playful
living
ghost?
People could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Alright, you silly, goofy little ghost, you. Okay, I've glossed over my options, right? I think there's one more thing I want to ask, right? Yeah, I kind of died.
You don't look dead, killer.
She keeps calling me killer. That's fair.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours. As you
Oh, she's stronger than I am.
grip.
That's terrifying.
And you don't feel dead either.
She said, like, I don't know, man. You don't seem dead.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully.
How
as the
cold
chill
was she?
subsides.
For my fingertips to be, like, tingling.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that. So why don't you stop stalling and let me in?
Alright, fair enough.
It's so cold out here.
You know what? I'm gonna let her possess me. Mostly because, like, dog telling the ghost no is, like, irrelevant. She's essentially just asking for consent, right? Like, she can touch me. Like, she grabbed my hand and I couldn't pull away. If she wanted, she could strangle me. I'm not trying to get strangled, alright? Like, we got a nice 1-to-1 score here. I'm not trying to get GG'd. Alright, you know what? Come on in.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger.
This is only fair. This is only fair. I GG'd her.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
I mean, I did murder you. I murdered you in cold blood with no knowledge whatsoever of the situation. It kind of seems like the least I can do at this point.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
The narrator's so done. He's just like, oh my god.
See you soon.
That's... A part of me freaked out again when she said that.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Voice of the coward, more like it, bro. Oh my god. Why does it sound like my bones are breaking?
Now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement.
Did she actually?
Of agony to
did she lie?
Across your body.
She lied to me. I never once lied to you. She lied to me. She's breaking me up from the inside.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
She killed me. She broke my ribs.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Okay, well, she didn't sound like a ghost anymore. I guess she's just another voice in my head.
Back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied.
So she can hear the narrator. She can hear him. She's become aware.
So
she knows.
It doesn't work like that for you?
Like you don't have a narrator in your head?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
The voice of the cold is smart, but he's also pretty messed up.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
I don't see any broken shards of glass. What the heck is she talking about?
I'm not a shard of broken glass,
Oh, is that what they are?
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
That's kind of crazy. Inside lore!
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Admits that I am a voice.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
This is interesting. I never really considered, in what way they actually...
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, they just keep talking.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you.
They can hear
More
her.
important.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a...
This is a weird interaction. I was kind of hoping that she could like hear or see the narrator, so this is actually pretty cool.
That's rude.
That's rude. You've said a lot of weird stuff, narrator.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to... Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Having this inner dialogue is so fun.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows.
I'm just
that.
like, why are you narrating that? Everybody knows it, bro. I'm right here.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish
I wouldn't
decision.
call it spiteful, but whatever.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Hey, I appreciate that. You know, it's nice to have a supportive voice in my head every now and then.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
No, it's definitely too late, bro. Why is Slay the Princess even still an option? Like, seriously, how would I guess if I stabbed myself at this point, then yeah, I could slay the princess in tandem. But then where does that leave us?
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards
We
the
gotta see this
stairs.
through.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
The narrator's so tight,
I
bro.
don't know that.
I do.
This back and forth between the princess and the narrator is so interesting.
Wait, If she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
It depends on what you mean by the world. Like, are we talking the material world or the spiritual world? And I say that, like, when you say the world, I keep thinking like Earth, like our world. But if you mean like, I guess our perception of all things, then like, let me stop.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective.
Yeah, like I was.
Where does
whatever.
the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Reborn.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices,
Jesus Christ.
your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
He's kind of cooking him.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows
The
that
bossy
he's been
one.
in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
My God, who's being spiteful now? This is childish.
It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Apparently.
And whine.
Yeah, you know.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
I've never backed down on anything in my life.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier.
I never realized how
with each
heavy a
step.
soul was for me to be like limping to the door.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Well, that's promising. That seems promising.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle.
I'm about to die
You
before I
pause
can open the
you
door.
open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
It really took everything out of me walking
Was
up them stairs.
exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over.
There's no use stalling.
Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines.
What
of
am I
the
about to
cabin.
look up and see?
As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see.
It sounded like his voice faded out, kind of.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Oh my God, we're in the void again!
So we did slay him after all. He had it
I guess we
covered,
killed him.
I suppose.
We slayed the narrator this time. Yeah, I mean,
What
he
about
did.
us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
Okay, but like, I don't see that as that can't be the case because we killed her and then we left, and we were at this point anyway.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Interesting. I think it has to be that last one. Like we exist like outside of the world, and we're trying not to let her get to the world.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Well, I pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. Hitchhiker is crazy. Ah! Oh, hey, what up?
Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Well, at least she's not mad at me anymore.
Don't mention it.
Shut up, bro.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh god, the hands! The hands! They got her! They yoinked her up! Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Okay, so like, I know what this
There's
is.
that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
So do the voices just not remember? Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but not the end for me. That's wild. That's even more terrifying.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Unfortunately, it is.
You don't need to comfort him.
That's also pretty messed up. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you.
I mean, the voice of the cold doesn't need any
Whatever
comfort.
makes you
that's
happy.
that's crazy. He's like, yeah, whatever. All right, I just wanted him to feel a little better about it before he. Okay, so yeah, I have been here before. It's just the voices get deleted, I guess. God, look at my ugly mug. You've grown. The bloat? I got an achievement called the bloat. Am I like bigger now? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay, so yeah, I have been here before. There's no cabin. What do you mean? Oh, there she is. The hands. Look at her. The handy lady.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I am more than I was before. Bars.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
The hands. They got her. The hands of God. I mean, how much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Is a child the same as an infant? Okay, well, whatever. You know, once all of this is done, I'm gonna kill you, right? That's kind of crazy.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? I didn't even notice that. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
And you yoinked her anyway.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Okay, well that's comforting. Yeah, you know what?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible.
So I can't do
only
like the
paths
same
of
thing
valor
twice.
are
I
those
can't
that are
like
yet
encounter this
untread.
princess again. Or like the prisoner princess or whatever. Okay, well, you have a preference for what next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Alright.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay. You've been kinder to me than most, so why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Fair enough.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay, so I didn't do anything wrong last time. The voices actually do get, like, reset. Okay, I imagine she doesn't know what she'd want to do. I imagine she's probably indifferent to me, like, killing her. How many more vessels do you
If
need?
I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond.
Alright, so I have a pond.
My waters are shallow and murky, and
So
I
there's
yearn
still-
for more perspective.
Still way more things I could do.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Turning a pond into an ocean is a lot. Alright, let's go.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Well, this pretty much completes this run, right?
We will meet again.
Is this where she snaps my neck? Ah! She snapped my neck. What a meanie. I didn't actually see what that achievement was called. But
On a path
here we are
in the
again.
woods,
That's gonna do it for today's video. Again, if you like this content, remember to like, comment, subscribe even.
and in the
It don't
basement
cost
of
you
that
nothing
cabin
to show the channel some
is a
love.
princess.
Thank you. I really do appreciate you. Anyways, this has been Kuzo Games, signing off.